Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faurot Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Groupers have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll run it from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hardy. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
They say rain usually affects the defense more than the offense. The offensive player knows where he's going. Well, the defense will disagree. What a start. Come out, first possession, create a turnover, now send a statement. You ain't throwing the ball in this rain.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays.
Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right. Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field. Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the groupers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Goes to the option. Got room to work. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the groupers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, down, groupers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Manning. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They'll go to the ground and some room to work. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pulls it in. It's Manning. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.